ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Vibrant Vibes. This is season 3, episode 1. Oh, shoot. This is episode 3. We have Luke, my favorite little brother, as our special guest today. And we also have a live audience.
Yay!
This is JoJo.
JoJo! Kansas City bitches. Twin.
And then we have that one.
Yay!
Thank you. Wow.
I just saw something funny happen. Yay!
No, I swear.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So, Luke, what brings you in today?
I don't know. You guys brought me here today, but
You couldn't have just made up something?
well, I mean, I can make up a lot of things, but do you want me to lie on my first time here on the podcast?
Nobody's going to know you're lying.
Well, I would know that I'm lying, and I would have to live with that for the rest of my life. So, if I have to live with that for the rest of my life, I don't want to live with that guilt. I don't want to carry that guilt with me into the next life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or afterlife, you know, whatever you believe.
Yeah.
Whatever anyone believes, really. What's so funny about that? I'm telling you it straight.
I don't think I can take you seriously. Sometimes.
Sorry, that's always who I've been. I've been the goofy guy. I'm just a goofball.
Goofy goober?
I'm not a goofy goober. I can get my way into the salty spittoon.
Is that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure. Or Welcome to the salty spittoon. How tough are you? How tough am I? I'm pretty tough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else is really silent.
We don't know what to say.
Well, what do you mean you don't know what to say? You guys are making it all weird and stuff.
Okay.
Nobody's making it weird.
You're making it weird.
Okay.
Because you're like...
Sorry, I just won't laugh for the
You like
rest
to
of
play-
my life.
I have
There
a
you go, I
question
like
for
that.
him.
Alright.
I said, sorry, I just won't laugh for the rest of my life. He goes, yeah, I like that.
Real siblings.
You can walk home, bro.
Now get an Uber. I'll make friends with someone tonight. I'll make friends with an Uber driver.
Okay.
Okay.
What was your question? Yeah.
You
She-
like
hey,
to play video games.
Jinx. That's right.
Hey.
I do. That is true. I do like to play video games. That's a rumor about me.
Oh, we can talk about your tattoos.
I would like to clear the air about that. I do in fact play video games.
What's your favorite game?
It's hard to choose because I play a lot of games and I like to switch. So I go through cycles.
Well, I don't play video games, so what games?
Like right now I'm just playing I've gotten back into Fortnite. So that's a classic game.
Jamal has two.
Dude, tell him we can play sometime.
Ooh, I heard the.
I think him and I talked about that, and I told him to give me or for you to give him my snap, or for you to give me his snap.
Oh, okay.
So I could, yeah, so we could play sometime.
Got it.
Because I remember talking about that at the club.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Gotcha.
You gonna start a streak with him?
Yeah, we're gonna. I don't have Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat for a lot of people nowadays. I use it for a couple people, but I don't talk to them every day on it, so I don't have streaks. But I used to have a lot of streaks though.
My longest is like 1,000 something.
Yeah. Back in like high school, I had like 1,000,
Pretty sure I have one with Jamal.
800.
Hey.
So like I had
I don't even think I have
I had
shoes.
heavy streaks. Yeah.
I can stop.
Lots of Snapchat streaks. Uh-oh, she's bringing out the phone.
Yep. I have one with Jordan.
1,029.
Love me a streak.
Period. Let's see. Me and Jamel is 23 days strong.
That's just crazy that, like, you have so many, though. Like, you just send them all the same thing. Like, that's what I used to do.
Forget.
Mm-hmm. Me and Kate,
15.
we have 1,535.
Dang.
Ryan would text me, like, you better say
That's pretty
streak.
tough.
Bro, because it was so long and then we just lost it. I was very upset about that, but it's whatever. It's not that serious, I guess. You don't play your Doom?
No, I do.
That's what that is, right?
I do. I've been playing it. I just haven't played it a lot. I mean, there's a game that I've been playing, but it hasn't released yet. So I mean, it's not really
seen on like the internet that one game. I don't know what it's called, but I see these like they're like these I don't even know how to describe them. These little things, and they have like like very pointy arms and very pointy legs.
Are they like round? They kind of look like a
round,
bird.
and they have like big eyes.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Skyrim?
I have not played that game, but I
it's
know
like
exactly what you're talking about.
A scary thingy that like walks around and like tries to kill you or something.
With a shotgun.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen another one where there was I don't even remember, but it was a different thing than that. And then I don't know, the people that like stream it or record it or whatever and then post it, it's just so funny because I'm sitting there and I'm watching it and like some of the angles that they record, it's like you have this like the screen or whatever pans over to the other friend or whoever's playing the other person just sitting next to them, and they have like these big old eyes, so it's just like
they're just really close to them.
and they're like really close. If I see one, I'm gonna have to send it to you guys. It cracks me up.
There's a really popular one where he's running in and he yells "gun" and he hides behind the door and the guy with the gun turns the corner and the other guy doesn't know about it and he says something and he gets shot right in front of him and he's like "oh," and he's just looking with his eyes and he's looking side to side and he's just terrified. It's so funny.
If I see one, I'll send it to you guys.
I have a
but
good
that shit
question.
cracks me up.
I have a good topic. Since we have siblings here.
Uh-oh.
What's some like funny memories of like you guys growing up when you guys were kids?
Memories.
Like if you have to just think of one that comes to your head.
I have several.
I have one. Do you want to start?
Well, what is yours?
Well,
is it gonna embarrass me?
No, it's not gonna really embarrass me. I don't remember who exactly showed us it, but I remember there's a really viral video of it's like a jump scare video where there's a little car going down a road and there's a jump scare. And I remember I was eating mac and cheese one day when I was like 7 or I don't know how old I was, but I was really young.
Do you guys know the video he's talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it like goes around the hill and around the corner, and it's like a
jumps
zombie like kind of
yeah,
thing.
and I was like really young at the time, and I just got really scared of it. And I remember I had to sleep in my sister's room that night. And I mean it's not funny, but I
think it was gonna get you.
I don't remember who showed it, and I think it was Bailey that showed it to me.
Probably, or
because I don't think that either of our parents would have showed it to me. So.
I don't know.
And it could have been you, but I don't remember. But what was your?
I have a few. So which one do you want to hear first? 1, 2, or 3?
Well, are any of them gonna embarrass me?
No.
Are they gonna embarrass you?
No.
Okay, then.
So
let's go 2. 2.
Okay. So we'll. Oh.
She's laughing like she knows what it is already over there.
I don't. It's just
she's like,
no,
he takes
so
2.
we had these family friends that lived across the street from us.
Oh
and
no! I know. I already know what this is.
I feel like
and I don't remember exactly what, but like
they were just cheering.
Luke, like I think you had like a Nerf gun or something, was it? Or like you?
It was a lightsaber.
A lightsaber.
I was riding my bike with a lightsaber.
I was gonna talk about that one, but I wasn't talking about that one.
Wrong one. So
But
Are
okay,
you talking
I guess
about?
we can talk.
You? Oh no, you're talking about Jared. I thought you were talking about Kirsten and Linda. No, so we're talking about. Okay, so I had a Nerf gun. I was in their house.
They had a dog.
They had this little dog. It was just this little white dog.
He was a Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what he was, but he was just a tiny guy.
Cute. He was cute.
He was terrifying in my time though.
Yeah,
I had
Luke
to
was
go.
like probably like. I would have to
That's
say you were probably
terrifying.
like 9, like 8 or 9 or something.
Dude,
like
I
that.
went through a
Like,
lot of trauma around that time in my
yeah,
life.
that was a
It was a rough.
But like Luke had like a
patch.
Nerf gun or something, and he was in their house, and like this dog for some reason just like attacked Luke and like bit him on the butt.
I remember I was looking for the guy I was in a Nerf war with at the time, and I was going around the corner, clearing every room, doing my thing, and all of a sudden I see this dog barking at me, growling, and I'm like, "Oh crap, dude!"
Call of Duty.
I
the
literally,
level with the dogs.
I literally turn around, and all I see is a room with a bed in it, and my first thought is, "All right, I'm gonna jump on the bed to get away from this dog," and I just start running. And boy, was I not fast enough, let me tell you. That dog jumped up and bit me right in the right cheek. I kid you not, right in the right cheek. Did not draw blood, but it definitely...
left a bruise.
It left a bruise on my ego.
It left a physical bruise too. He came home because I think their mom called my mom and like told her, and he like came home because he was upset about it. If I got
was
bit
very
by a dog,
upset about it.
He was crying. So if I got bit by a dog, I'd be crying too. The fuck.
I was like...
And so he
I
came
thought I was
home
dying,
and he was crying, and
I thought I was going to have to get a cheek graft.
Their mom called my mom, and we saw it. It left a bruise. That was funny. But the other story that he was talking about is we had these two.
I thought you were going to be talking about when there's so many stories.
I know, but the one that the lightsaber one was option 3.
All right.
What's that one? I want to know.
So one day I was riding my bike. I had my lightsaber. Riding my bike in the neighborhood.
Let's start off like this.
How
like
old were you?
I was the same age as the dog story. This was before the dog.
So like we were friends with these people. Like we had several little neighbors over there, right?
Friends.
And we thought we were friends with these people, but we had a dog that liked to be outside, and especially in the wintertime. And he was a boxer, so it's not like he had like a bunch of fur or anything on him, but like we would call him to come inside and he would not come. So they called the police on us for that. Yeah. So then, ever since they called the police on us for not letting our dog in, and we're like, if you would like to get the dog in, like, please, by all means, fucking do it, because we can't get the dog in. And so then it was like, this was like summertime now, and Luke was riding his bike, and this other girl was also, like, riding her bike, and Luke had a lightsaber, and so, like, the family whose dog bit Luke, we were good friends with them, and these other two were like a couple houses down.
They were the homies.
Yeah.
The ones a couple houses down.
We're not homies.
We were friends with them, but they were kind of like the people that
they turned weird.
You were friends with for a while, but then they turned weird, and you kind of were like, all right, I'm gonna kind of step away from them.
Yeah, they were weird as fuck.
The way that we stepped away from them was really bad, but we'll get into that a little later. But
yeah.
I was riding my bike with my lightsaber, and I run into these two. I think it was just the one. It was the older one. Her name was Kirsten.
No, don't say. Why are you gonna say names, bro?
Well,
Don't do that.
they didn't know that was her real name until you said something. That was a nice job there.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Can we just get on with the fucking story? So Luke was riding his bike and he runs into this girl.
I ran into this girl named Sarah, and Alright, can we tell the story?
You keep fucking laughing.
You're the one that's laughing. Can I tell the...
Tell the fucking story. I thought I was telling the story, but go
You tell
ahead.
the story. You go ahead. You tell the story. This is what it's like having a sibling right here.
Anyways, Luke runs into this girl. And
What was her name?
Sarah.
Yep.
I don't even know how it happened, but then she got like mad because Luke ran into her or whatever. And so then Luke, being Luke, got off of his bike and was in the neighbor's driveway that we were friends with across the street. He was in their driveway. And this girl went to turn around on her bike in the driveway, and Luke ran at her with a lightsaber. Like, he wasn't going to do anything. He just ran at her, charged at her with it, and she fell off her bike.
I thought I was in the Clone Wars fighting off the Separatist army at the time, alright? Not gonna lie.
So then they called the police on us.
They called the police on me specifically.
They called the police on Luke
and I remember that sunny day, sitting in my room contemplating my actions, playing with my cars, and all of a sudden I get someone open my door. I think it was Jared that opened my door, and he's like, "Yo, the police got called on you." And I was like, I was a little kid. I was like, what? I was like, what? And I guess I didn't really understand the gravity of the situation, and I walk out of my room and I see the police there at my house, and they're talking about how I ran up on this girl with the lightsaber and hit her. And I was like, I did not hit her. I swear, to this day, I did not hit her. Like,
they didn't like us after that.
GoPros weren't out at that time. Was that before or after the cage?
Oh my god.
Incident?
Oh god.
There's another incident.
That was after.
This is what I'm talking about.
So
there's a whole rabbit hole of these two ladies.
Could go, especially at this house. We lived in Garden City at the time. Like,
it was
we
only
had
for a year we lived there.
I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it was 2.
Maybe it was 2. It might have been 2.
But yeah, we could go down a rabbit hole of stories. There was another story where I was hanging out with a friend in my room, and me and my sister shared a room at the time. I don't know where she was, but me and my friend were like upstairs in my room, and we were drinking like juice or whatever, but we wanted to be bougie and drink out of wine glasses.
Oh, shit.
So, and my mom let us, so Jen, I blame you
Not Jen.
for letting this happen, but whatever. And
I blame whoever wore the boots.
we were drinking out of wine glasses, and we were playing, I think it was with a paper airplane, and we kept throwing it, and Luke was hanging out with us, and he just kept like going to get the paper airplane and like bring it back like a dog, right?
I was retrieving the airplane.
So
I didn't
my
have a lot of brain cells
friend, no he didn't, my friend left this wine glass like on the ground. For what reason, I have no idea. Well, there was also a boot that was in Luke's path of running to get this paper airplane, and he tripped on the boot, and boom, and all you could hear was like a crunch. It was like, and he fell on top of the wine glass. I've never seen my mother run so fast, because she was downstairs and she could hear it. She's like, "What happened?" and like ran up the stairs. There's blood all over the carpet. Luke is crying.
I'm down. I need a self-revive kit. Like,
they ended up going to the hospital. He got...
Where did you fall on? Like,
I fell on a boot.
He tripped
I
over
mean,
the
like,
boot and fell on the wine
whoever
glass.
thought they
so
were
he has like
That's
a,
like
he has
wear
like a
boots.
scar on his leg.
oh, on your leg.
Like on his
Yep.
shin.
A permanent lesson that I learned.
So it went like right through
To
your
not
skin.
hang out with his sister.
And to stay away from boots.
That's scary.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I remember I was in elementary school a few weeks after that when I got stitches, and I remember I was like, they gave me a mic, and they were like, "What's an interesting story that has happened to you lately, Luke?" And I was like, I'm gonna do my best impression of a little kid voice here. I got stitches. And
it would have
exactly,
sounded more like, "I got stitches."
Yeah, I did have a little bit of a
That
lisp
reminds me
back
of that
in the day.
one video
I
that
was
kid
a little-
gets
I was a
interviewed on
little-
the news.
I was a little messed up.
You know what I'm talking about? He's like, I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
But yeah.
No, but that's all I said. And I mean, I remember they wanted to see it, so I showed them.
Yeah.
Flexed
There's a
it.
picture
I
floating around
flexed
somewhere.
that in like
I think
third
you got
grade.
like 12 stitches or something.
I was
like
flexing. It was
Damn.
14. I remember.
That. Well, it was traumatic. Yeah. It wasn't very traumatic for me.
7. I remember every single one of those.
You couldn't feel it.
No, I could, dude.
They numb you, dough hole.
I could, dude. I felt like I was at a field hospital in World War II. Like,
Okay.
I was just they didn't have me in a room. They had me in like one of these little like.
Because why would they put you in like a full-on room?
Because I'm a child that's injured.
Do you not know how a hospital works? They're not going to admit you just to get stitches.
But they.
It's a procedure.
Okay, but still though, like I feel like they should at least have like an office that has like a bed that like I could go into. That it's not just like a freaking
Curtain and a stretcher?
literally just a curtain and a stretcher. That's all I got.
The stretcher was the bed.
It didn't feel the same though.
You were 7.
Yeah, and it was traumatic. It was a traumatic experience that I carry to this day. Not really. I don't really carry that shit.
Yeah, we have tons of stories. We used to fight all the time, even with Bailey too. All 3 of us used to fight so much. It was bad. It was bad. Let's see.
Great times.
What other stories do we got?
Trying to think now, because we talked about.
I just keep thinking of the cage story, and I don't want to tell that.
We don't have to tell it.
I'll keep opening this book. Is gonna have to get.
I know. All right, fine. We'll do it. So we had these friends that that we took to my grandma and my grandpa's house because they lived like 8 blocks from us, and my grandpa, he had like health issues, so like we would go over there and see him. Like sometimes I would help make lunch or whatever and whatnot, like because he was in a wheelchair. So like if my grandma wasn't home and my uncles couldn't do it or whatever, we would go do it. Right?
We all hung out, had mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It was a lovely afternoon.
Yeah,
And then we all
just-
went to the basement. We descended into the depths of the basement.
Yeah, and that basement, I'm not gonna lie, was kind of spooky. Like
I
maybe
thought it was
just,
nice. I thought it was a lovely
It
basement.
wasn't very nice. You know, when I was younger, I used to think it was real spooky, but like
Yeah, when I was younger, I thought it was spooky too.
when I was older, like I didn't really care. That didn't bother me. But whatever. So we had a dog cage down there because
we had a dog.
There was a dog.
There's
a dog there.
There was a lot of dogs back then.
Yeah. So, we like went into this room and like I don't know how we convinced these. There was 2 of them. I don't know how we convinced them to go in the dog cage, but they did. And then we locked them in the dog cage. Turned off all the lights to the basement. And went upstairs.
Can I say it? That's some white people shit. Sorry. Cause you all. What color were the people that went into the cave? What do you think?
They were white.
White people shit. You wouldn't catch no black person going in there. What the fuck I'm getting in the cage for? What the fuck?
Yep.
And what happened to the people in the cage?
They just were screaming.
They hung out for a while.
How long were they in there for?
Probably, I think they ended up getting themselves out, or we like let them out. I don't remember. It wasn't very long.
It's not that hard to get out of a dog cage. I'm just gonna say.
Did you get in there?
I've been in a dog cage or 2 in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Not in a freaky way. I've been.
I didn't.
I saw that look on your face,
No,
and you're
no,
like, really, Luke?
Nah, WPS is just going through my head. I'm sorry. White people shit.
White people shit. White people
WPS.
shit.
White
That's what
people
W.
shit.
I need to get with the lingo.
Yeah, get with it.
White people shit.
Y'all crazy.
Yep.
No,
I'm glad we got
We're just
cool
white.
after that.
white people shit.
Yeah, this was my young era.
Dude, this
I
is
mean, not
such
that
a
I'm
nice
much
pillow.
nicer, but I don't lock
It's
people
got
in
like a
cages
hole in
anymore.
it too.
Fabulous.
So grateful.
I've been playing with the hole a little bit.
I'm dead.
Yep.
Oh, for real?
Let's see.
You
What else
actually
is
been
there?
like-
No.
No.
Yeah,
I've
we
been
did
in
a lot
cage.
of we did a lot of crazy things. We were bad. I'm surprised
What
you
about-
put up with us.
it's not really a sibling story. It's more of a story concerning me. So, one day, we were at one of our houses, obviously. We moved around I wouldn't say a lot, but a little bit when we were younger. But we were at one of the houses, and I went over to our neighbors who had a pool in their backyard. I wasn't really good friends with this girl, but I was good friends with our other neighbor down the street. He was a little younger than me.
Oh.
And we were swimming in their pool, and I remember I jumped in the pool after my friend did, and I landed on his head with my chin. Ooh. And I remember all that really happened to me was I bit down on my gum and kind of hurt myself there, but I didn't bleed or nothing. But my friend, he got a huge crack in his skull from it, and he had to get like staples in his head. Well, I don't know if he actually cracked his skull.
The skin broke on his head.
The skin broke on his head.
Was he bleeding?
Yeah, it was a little dramatic, but...
You have a lot of superficial veins in the head, so it's very easy to, like... Ugh. That's why you get, like, a teeny tiny cut, and it literally, like, there's blood down your face, like... Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of nerves in this area? Like, outside of the brain? Well, outside of the skull?
There's nerves everywhere, dude.
I know there's nerves everywhere, but I know there's...
You got somewhere to be?
Yeah.
Where?
My bed. No, I mean, yeah, eventually.
Okay.
I gotta make more pancakes. I'm kidding.
That shit was so good.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. I just want to talk about what kind did we make?
So Ashley now makes like little mini pancakes. So like
buy from me.
Tiny little pancakes. Little tiny guys.
Because have you guys talked about sweet stacks, or did we talk about this the last time?
We talked about it a lot.
Like you guys have heard them talk about sweet stacks or whatever. Yep. So we decided Ashley decided since like we're always wanting it or whatever and always craving it, that she bought like a little mini tiny little mini pancake maker, and we
busted out our own.
I'm just having a stroke. I can't talk.
We're having $35.
We made at-home sweet stacks. So we put on Kyla's. We did Oreo, strawberries, chocolate syrup, and like melted white icing. Mm-hmm. On mine, we did strawberries, bananas, and Nutella, and I think I put some white icing on mine. Jordan's, we did like those strawberry wafer things and white icing, right? Was that it?
Strawberries.
Oh, and strawberries.
That shit was indeed busting.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Live audience.
On Luke's, we did... I kind of just like threw a bunch of shit on his.
There's quite a list of ingredients on
Oreos, chocolate chips. He wanted the fancy pink sprinkles, so we put those on. I crushed a couple Pockies on there, like Oreo Pockies, if you guys don't know what those are. They're like
pink. Remember that.
They're like pretzels dipped in chocolate, and that's basically what I don't know.
She was busting.
They call it a Pocky, but whatever. And then we put chocolate syrup and white icing on his.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Boost.
That shit was good. That shit was real good.
Let me
10 out of 10. Make sure to buy from Ashley.
Yep.
Get you some sweet stacks at home.
Yep.
You gotta come up with a name for it.
I know. I was actually thinking about that last night. I was looking up names. I just don't know what I want to do yet. I'm gonna have to think about that. Then I really can get the whole shebang going.
Shebang. That's... You know, you should have a word of the week. That's the word of the week.
Shebang.
Shebang.
We could have a word of the week.
What's the word of the week?
Shebang. The word of the week.
We should do that.
And with the
Thanks,
definition.
Luke. That's our new thing now. Word of the week.
Shebang.
It could be white people
shebang.
shit.
Oh yeah, it could be.
That could be phrase of the week. White people shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like you start doing too many of that shit, and then it's just like, it's just per week. You get me?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not all right.
This was a funny podcast.
It's not all right.
Talked about white people shit,
Mm-hmm.
pancakes.
We got a
Yeah.
live audience.
Our live audience.
Great live
I know
audience.
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I love y'all.
Yeah, glow.
Yeah, go.
Hello.
That's Luke's shit.
Oh yeah. Top 10 songs for me easily.
Period.
Maybe even top 5.
Top 5.
Ooh.
What's your number 1? California Girls by Katy Perry.
No.
California.
Of all time, you're talking, or just right now?
Right now.
Oh, right now, it's probably. I don't know. I listen to a lot of.
Just answer the question. Why you
Dude,
gotta make an explanation
Because
for
there's
it?
so many songs I listen to. It's so difficult. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint everybody, but I don't know. Boo. Yeah, boo me. Boo me all you want. I like. I've
tell
been
you
listening
mine.
to Neon Moon on repeat by Brooks and Dunn. I spend most nights underneath the light of a neon moon.
Period.
Yeah, that's a great song right there.
Mine is Emergence by Sleep Token.
Sleep Token.
It's a new song. It's so good.
I'm sorry, the live audience kind of got a little mixed up. Are you guys talking about songs you guys have listened to?
Yeah.
Our number 1 songs
number
right now.
1 songs.
What's yours?
Played this week?
Just
Or just like of all
Right.
time?
Just
Right
like
now.
right now. Like, we'll say, yeah, this week.
like your week.
Or last week.
Is it okay if I get in the camera a little bit?
Go for it.
Hey,
Alright.
so basically, I'm not about to sit here and glaze, but Playboy Cardi did just drop, and
Ooh.
Evil Jordan is really, really hard.
Evil
Dad's
Jordan.
been played in my car 17 times. I've got earbuds, so it tells me.
17 times. Crazy.
It's you popping in and
Look, I
like...
promise. Show you
Hello.
guys my earbuds.
That's crazy.
Can you
Shout out
play it?
earbuds.
Play it.
Play it? For real?
Oh wait, actually,
Yeah.
What's yours?
YouTube will copyright me if I
Yep.
play it. So dumb. We'll play it after.
Okay, yeah.
What's yours?
Mine. I'm a big Future fan right now.
Future's lit. I
fucking
like.
love Future.
I like
Probably
a lot of Future.
Throwaway. That's probably my jam right now.
You like a pistol, you a throwaway. It's
Period.
gonna be okay, okay, oh, it's gonna be okay. Oh, that's such a great
What
song.
about you,
man.
Kala?
Are You Even Real by Teddy Swims and Giveon?
I like Married to the Game.
Married to
Hard
the
to
choose
Game,
one.
My
Came out
Collection, Solo.
Hard to choose one.
Yes, I'm a big Future
I've
fan.
been
I
listening
love
to that
Future.
album.
Trapped in the Sun.
Repeat.
Yep. I love Future.
Too comfortable.
17
Don't
times,
get too
14, 13.
Yep.
It's
13, 13.
It's a jam.
no.
Well,
Thank you, Luke, for coming on this
thank
week.
you, Lucas,
No problem.
for joining us this week. Thank you to JoJo for being our live
Yay.
audience.
Good live audience.
Yeah.
Thanks to Ashley for the bussin' motherfucking pancakes.
I know
Bye,
that's Stop with
my
that.
pancakes. I'm gonna come
Thanks
up
to
with a
Kyla
name
for
tonight.
being
I'm gonna
here.
think of one.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yay. And thank you to you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yay. And have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see
Good
you
morning.
next week.
Good morning.
Subscribe!